Hey everybody, and welcome back. My name is Sue and I'm from OML Embroidery, and I am going to show you guys something today that is an absolute game changer for embroidery, specifically for placement of quilting stitches. So this is from Kimberbell. I highly recommend it. They're called Clear Blue Tiles Essential Set. So there's two sets, the essentials and the extra. And the extras are just simply bigger ones. So this is the biggest one you can get. And I'm going to show you how everything works. So when you open the box, here you go. You get a nice book that will explain everything. And then you get all your tiles as well. Now, I have organized these by hoop size just to make everything easier to find. And I'm going to store them in this box because it's a lovely box, so why not? You also get marking pens in both, and you get these snap bracelets. And what these are for is to hold your quilt the other side, hold it together. It's really a great idea. Cheap and easy and clever. So I'm going to move those aside because we don't need them. We're not stitching today. Now, these markers are fantastic, but they are water soluble. So I'm not going to use them. I prefer the chalk because I'm not necessarily washing everything. So I use the chalk, and you can change the color. There's white, pink, blue. I just find this a little bit handier. So what can we do with these clear blue tiles? Now, the answer is just about anything you want. I'm really impressed with how easily they work. I'm really impressed with that. So let me grab the big ones. So this is from the extra pack. So what you can do, you can see in the background here, this is my dancing stitches that I pieced together, and I have this absolutely gorgeous design. Now you get, I think, almost 300 designs in with the clear blue tiles, so you have something to work with. If you have the right size, you can use any design. So the idea of it is that you decide where you want to place your stitches. So your quilting stitches. Now these aren't endless quilting stitches, but they sure look like it. So don't even worry about that. You can hardly see where I started and stopped. So it's awesome for that. So you could decide maybe you want to do, just from here to here. So you place it. And then these are the marks that you make on it. So I would do this, and it's chalk, so it'll just wipe off. I don't have to worry about it. Don't forget about the arrow, because that shows you which way is up for the design when you're hooping. And the sides, and here. And then you can mark that this is an 8x14 in here if you want. And when you remove it, you have beautiful placement. Right here is where your needle is going to go. And it shows you all the directions. So if you're hooping and you have the hoop inserts with the grid, you can just line it up with it. Now you can scan. I did that a couple times to match it up perfectly. But I found it absolutely wasn't an issue, so I really made good time on this. So the way I decided to do this one was I did large ones through here, and then I guess I'll show you at the bottom here. This is a single, and I wanted to really test it to the absolute max, so I did the quilting stitches in a highly contrasting color. It's black, just to see how it looks. And I was really impressed with it, really impressed. And you can almost kind of see my marks that I had. I used my magnetic hoop and I just went along. Don came upstairs and he said, "Wow, I can't believe you're doing it this fast." He watched me and he was really impressed. So the way I did it is I picked the size that I wanted. So this is 4x8. These are barrier ones. Say we wanted to do 2. You could do this as well. And you just mark, and then you mark the edges, and then you go along. And you get everything marked, and then you put it on your machine. And I'm telling you, it is literally a game changer. It was fun. I have to tell you, it was stress-free fun. All I had to do is line it up to the marks and stitch. Now, the really cool thing about these clear blue tiles and the embroidery designs is that the embroidery designs are all the same size. Now, by that I mean that the smaller ones, so this, say this one and the big one, obviously the designs are different size, but the actual design, the stitching, the shapes, the bee, for example, they're all the same size on both of them. So if you put this tile here and you stitch out the bees, and this one, it's going to look like one piece because the designs, the actual designs are the same size. Now they're not connected, but it sure looks like they're connected, so you don't have to worry about that. And this is a really cool way of doing it. So if you had, a little piece that you wanted to do, say it came down into a triangle and you wanted to do it that way, this is how you would do it. So you can literally mix and match anything with it, and it turns out pretty well. So for this one, I decided I wanted to do just the center part here. So I picked, let's see, what did I pick? I should show you all the sizes. Oh, I missed one over there. So these are the 10-inch. So they fit into, say, the 6x10 or 7x12 or 8x12 hoop. And you can go as thin as this. Look at that. That is precision right there. That is absolute precision. So if you're putting the blocks together, so let's grab a couple of these ones. I just want to show you guys a little bit more about it, because once you understand what I'm saying, it's a big aha moment. So if I wanted to quilt from here to here, and I want the quilting to be this way, so let's look. So this, we go 1, so I'm just going to rough measure it, 2, 3, and it doesn't quite fit at the end here. So you could go over and have some overage, or you can simply pick a smaller one for at the end, and this is how the end would look, and it would fit perfectly in. They're perfectly the same from top to bottom, but it would work, and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference because, remember, the embroidery, the actual designs are the same size. So this block is going to look the same as this. It's just a different outside size. Maybe that'll help if I say it that way. But it's really cool. So you can mix and match and make everything fit perfectly, so it's completely stress-free. But this is why the little block sizes are here. So you don't try to put this one, when you're doing the designs, you don't try to put the wrong size design and go, what have I done? What have I done? Oh no. So It's pretty cool. So then what I did for the edge here is I tried to figure out the right size. Now, I didn't want it to go over. So this is going over at the end here. I didn't want it to go over, so I went, And so this one's a 3. And I thought that was perfect. So what I did is I kind of put it in the middle. And then I continued marking all the way down. Now I'm going to have to hoop this with a 10-inch hoop. That's okay. You have to have extra. You put a little stabilizer on it so, you can hoop it properly. Or another idea is you can use a smaller hoop. Now you have to do more hoopings this way if you use a smaller hoop, but that's okay too. Look at the final results are absolutely amazing. I really like it. And this was my first experiment on it. So these are by 10s. What did I pull out here? 3 by 10. Oh, they all go together. So I'll make them pretty again. But let's see, we've got these sizes are by 8. And I happen to have a hoop that size, a magnetic hoop, because that's what we want. So this is what you're deciding on. Where is it going to be? How wide is it going to be? Where you can put it. So this one would probably be pretty good. It is pretty darn close on the edge, but that's okay. So that's a 4. I think I used a 3 on this just to make it nice. But anything goes. Anything goes. And yes, if you wanted to change it up, if you wanted to do it this way, for some reason, if you had a design that came over, you could do it that way. Now, another thing you can do, you don't have to really do overall quilting. We can find our smaller bits here. You can make it fit any way you want. So however you see your design, your quilting, how it appeals to you. I sat here for a little while and I played. It's kind of like a puzzle. And it was a lot of fun. So these are by 6. So 6 by 6 hoop, 2 by 7. So this is for the 5 by 7 hoop. And we go all the way down to this size, 4 by 4. And look at these little things, 2 by 4 and 2 by 2. So these would be great for the itty bitty ones or the cornerstones. So if you wanted to do a quilting on a hexagon, that would be a pretty good size for it right there. Or, you can put 2 little ones. Anything goes. Anything goes. And if you don't have the right size, you can usually just make it fit. If I wanted to do it, now this is stitched together in rows. That's another way I could do it. I could do it in rows. Or depending on the design, you can just do overall quilting on it. And it's a lot of fun. It's a little bit of a puzzle, but not really. I saw it the way I really wanted it, and I've never done it this way because it's normally really difficult. This quilted, and then I could have put a different one on the outside, but I just wanted it in a strip like this. And I'm really impressed with how it works and how easy it was to set up exactly how I wanted it. Now, if you wanted to do just a little up from the edge, if you wanted to do this way and you wanted less hoopings, all you'd have to do is match it with something that fits here. So just this part, and do one and then move it down and do the other. Or you could do different quilting designs. I think it would work perfectly. So the quilting designs that come with these clear blue tiles are beautiful. There's something for every season. They're quite lovely. And every other design that you pick that they have on the website also have designs specifically designed for these clear blue tiles. But I haven't tried it, but I don't see why you can't use any of the designs that you already have. I am thinking that the endless quilting designs, now they physically attach, would work with this as well, as long as you got everything close enough up. But again, you can just mark it and go. So this is all of your quilting needs right here. This is that one is part of the bigger pack. So if you don't have bigger hoops, you just get the essentials. However, let me explain that the essentials has all the tools in it and has all the designs. So you can buy just the essentials or the essentials and the larger set. All the designs for both sets are on it, but if you just buy the larger set, you're just getting the tiles. If that makes any sense, hopefully I explained it. Your best bet is to get both, so you have a huge selection of how to do them. Like I said, I've organized mine. I haven't quite figured out a really clever way of keeping them organized. I put, this is a quilter's clip in it. I want to make sure that nothing gets bent, and this doesn't seem to be bending anything, so I'm okay with it. So a quick look through the book, and let's see, not too reflection-y. In the book, it's showing you, look, you can put little ones or you can have a big one. It's the same thing, but this explains all of everything that you get in here. What's included, all the border tiles and block tiles, which is awesome. But look at all these. It's so many. Know your hoops. That's pretty important to read. There we go. Size window. So these are all the parts where you can mark. I think the size is pretty clever. To be able to write it on there, because I think it really helps out, and it enables you to, again, confidently, place different tiles all the way around, and you won't make a mistake on sewing it together. So there we go. So all about it. So this is the guides that I was telling you about. So there is a ton of information. Absolutely a ton of information. It's fantastic. So here we go. Here's the basic styles. So winter, now this is beautiful. Spring, swirls. Fall, which I love this, little candy corns. And this is the one I used with the little bees. Summer, and just loops and border swirls. These are beautiful. And border loops. And then these are the bitty blocks that I was telling you about, that you can put them anywhere, the little 2x2 ones. So it tells you how to find your files. Kimberbell is very thorough in their descriptions for sure. And look, see, this is how the slap band works. And I tried the slap band, and it's really helpful, actually. Kind of brilliant, but really helpful. So then they show you how to use the clear blue tiles and how to mark everything, which is really cool, really cool. Mark the dot in the center and trace the arrow and inner crosshair lines. On the outside of the tile, mark the 4 corner edges and 4 side marks on the fabric with the pen. So then you can do placement properly. So here's the options that I was talking about. Picking your quilting style. On the top one, it's repeated all over quilting. So the quilting goes from here to here. Now on the bottom one, it's custom quilting. So each block here has a different quilt design. The thinner ones have a different quilt design, and also the outside ones. So it depends on what look you want to have for it. But isn't that awesome? Kimberbell quilting. I know, I just love it. So it shows you how, look, this is what I was telling you. So you can do it this way, you can do it this way, you can do it this way. They're all different setups for the blocks, and it'll all look fantastic. It's a pretty cool system. I gotta tell you, I'm really happy with it. I gotta get sewing some more so I can do more quilting. I might tackle a panel because this will make quilting on a panel so much easier. So again, lots of information. Adding quilting to other projects, which is awesome. They show you how to do that, so you can just add like a quilting design on a dress. Super easy to do. Lovely. Using clear blue tiles to quilt Kimberbell blanks, which is, can you imagine a bought tote and then you put quilting all over it? That would be awesome. Buying additional quilting designs. So the quilting designs, this is what I told you. Oh, they're so cute. I want them all. I don't have them all, but I want them all. So each file will have when you get the quilting designs off the website, each file will have a regular one and then a clear blue tiles file. So it's cool. I have some of these. But look how excellent that is. Look, they're so... When you get the book, you have to look really closely to see the quilting. Not everybody does the high contrast like I did, but it was a lot of fun. So I'm going to highly, highly recommend this set. You guys will be surprised. You'll be using it for years to come. And like I said, the box, it's a magnetic closure here. And it's just perfect for keeping the small ones. So I highly recommend it. It was a lot of fun. It is easy to use and the results are perfect. I mean, look at my quilt here. This is my quilt here for B. I actually, on one of the corners, oh, it's over there. I put her name on it because you can add whatever you want. But I like the quilting going this way and then this way. I think that's really spectacular, and I was really surprised at how beautifully this quilting, I don't think I ever would have attempted that without the clear blue tiles. So this is almost done, and I'm so happy with it. I'm so happy with the quilting. I am so happy with the clear blue tiles. If you want to do quilting in the hoop, on panels, on different designs, perfectly. So, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys will try these clear blue tiles. I will be using them in every video possible, showing you guys how it's done. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!